Hello and welcome to Kindness in the Home. My name is Cherie Nielsen, and today I'm going to talk a little bit more about how my parenting journey has been, and that I cannot fathom me being the only one going through this. I'm pretty sure there are many other moms out there who are dealing with things that I have dealt with. And if there's any way that I can support you and find a way to be speaking your language like that helps you know you're not alone, helps you understand that there are ways to get out of the situations you're in, then I want to be that person. And by sharing my story, I feel like that can give us some common ground. So back in 2018, I had gotten pregnant early in the spring. Anyway, and so the baby was due in December, and we had just moved to help family and take care of a grandma's house. And so there were a lot of things that we couldn't touch, we're her in her space. And we had the 4 kids and the one on the way. And my husband and I's relationship was getting closer. We were having intimate conversations in this home circumstances that we were in before with summer sales. And so we were doing really well together. And in this video, I want to talk about how this little tweak in the sense of myself that I'm going to talk about in just a second changed so much about my life. And I want to bring it up because I don't see the point in waiting to be like, if this is the thing that's actually been a crux for the issues you're having right now, like, let's just get to that crux. Let's get there. So talking about where my husband and I were, we were just really gearing up for our August anniversary. And I was taking months prior to get his sister, who is a very good dancer, and she choreographed a segment of music that I had chosen. And I was learning this music, and I'm like getting bigger and bigger pregnant. And I was like, this is not going to happen. Like for his birthday in December. His birthday is also in December. So I'm going to have to do it for the anniversary so that I'm not too big while I do this dance. And I was so excited to share it with him and have him watch me. And just, I'm not a dancer. And so this was a big piece of effort on my part for him. And little did I know that he also was putting a lot of effort into this anniversary. He was recording, unbeknownst to me, for months, so he was recording himself singing songs to me. So like his love, how he sees us, how he thinks about me, through these songs. And he would dress up to kind of fit the song and sing them. And he recorded them all. And so after my presentation, thinking like, oh, I did so good and I blew him away, like he blew me away in such a strong, deep way that I could feel it inside of me switch. I didn't feel worthy of it. Like, how could he love me that much? How is that even possible? And I pushed it away. Not in the moment. I mean, I did gracious things at the time. But I know on the inside of me that I froze. And later we figured this out, that when I freeze, he usually doesn't catch on that that's what's happening. And so that becoming a subconscious underlying like setting that I had inside of myself, it was hard for me to receive. And many of his expressions of love afterward and the work that he would put in, I would support him. I absolutely supported him. But because I wasn't doing the receiving part, I began to get empty pretty quick and turned to my mom life and having that be a bigger thing than this like creating magic with him. And so just I offer this story as a place to check in because I don't think the marriage situation that we have in America is by accident. I think that there's things that we're struggling with as women in the receiving department and finding ways to give ourselves permission to be our whole selves when we're supporting our man and actually do the receiving when we've hit a point where for one reason or another it gets hard. It gets hard to trust or hard to receive. So I offer that as a place to check in, as a place to just kind of let your spirit tell you, let Christ tell you if that's part of the issue or maybe the crux of the issue of the things you're facing. And it doesn't mean you have to like full on blow, be like, well, whatever it would be, either get mad at your husband for whatever, or just blame yourself without compassion. So I offer that as that place to check in so that you then have control again. You then are aware of, oh, I may have been doing some of this to myself. And there's power in that. There's beauty in that. It doesn't mean it doesn't hurt. And if you need more conversation, I have my website, kindnessinthehome.org, where you can sign up for the newsletter and we can start having more of a conversation. So that's the crux of it. At the time, I didn't know that though. It became all about the kids and how I was being treated by the kids, how I was trying to mother them according to different parenting styles, and I became lost to who I was, lost to who I was with my husband. So in the next video, I'll go over where I was in 2018 as mom and where that went, and to be blunt, where the hell that went, like the hell that ended up being. And yet, even though I felt like I was living in a hell, there were people who still looked up to me. And that's what's crazy about this life is no matter where we're at, somebody can look up to us. Somebody can find something good that helps them from us. So I don't claim to know everything, that's for sure. But I have learned some things. And I would love to be able to continue the conversation.